Just going to be on here for a couple of minutes, if that. Wanted to show you all something. And this is my Vietnamese blue rat snake. All the lights are off except this light. This little fella just ate a mouse. You can see the bulge there. They're doing quite well. It's tamed down nicely. I don't handle her. I will eventually, but I need to get her settled in and eating well. Good, I don't see anybody in here because I didn't really feel like chatting, honestly. Just low on data, so thought I would do this video this way. Hey, Coro. It seems like I never do. Coro, I keep meaning to ask you, you have such accurate and vast knowledge, if you would consider, hey Ed, Ed's another one that doesn't sleep, consider coming on Tennessee Fish Mafia, or reptiles for that matter. I think our chats could really benefit from information you could share. Alex, another one. And I've asked him before, and he's promised to come on at some point. I don't usually go to sleep till like 3:30, 4:30. And most days I can sleep till 9:30 or 10. This is when I get all of my stuffs done. Actually, I had a mouse escape, and Tibby caught it and ran into the laundry room. And I retrieved it from there from him. I think it was okay, but I thought, it got out, so I'm not going to put it back, so I gave it to this guy. I'm nowhere near as knowledgeable as Alec. I read a lot, but I don't have a lot of experience to back it up. Well, Alec is going to come on, and when he's ready, he's going to let me know. But it's not a comparison, like who has the most knowledge or whoever. It's just that your knowledge and the things that you share, I see in Dan's stream and my streams. I just think that you could share some information that we could benefit from. No pressure. I just kept meaning to ask you, so you're in the wrong place at the right time, or the right place at the wrong time. So Dan's going to be coming on soon, but he had an employee, sick and somebody out, and he's promised to let me know when a good time is, so he'll be coming on soon. Sorry about the shakiness. You hear the mice in the background after they've been fed and bedded down. That's when they seem to be doing most of their love making and chasing, and so I sometimes hear them squeal. I hate that grill being there, but I don't dare raise it up with him so close. I know that picture sucks. He is faster than fast. Well, there you go. There you go. Ed knows a hell of a lot. He has a long time experience. I do videos on my snakes, and I don't know jack shit about snakes. I've been keeping, 5 years or something like that, Ed? 5 or 6 years. Can't remember when y'all brought me Sandy back from Mississippi, you and Fisher and Fever. I'm not saying no, I'm just doing that thing you do when people say nice things about you and you don't know how to be graceful and just say thank you. Well, you just did. But if you're not saying no, then I'll ask you. Maybe I'll message you, and that'd be better than putting you on the spot. That was probably not the best thing to do. Ed, we need to have you be a guest rather than just be on the panel. Like to be a guest. You always participate in the discussions and stuff when you can be there. But hey, Zoe. Hey, Sonny G. And I have no idea if I'm going over anybody or not. I long since quit keeping up with schedules. So. Hey, did anybody here get any art from Pam? I'm just curious. I got one of two packages in the mail. There's another one somewhere. I haven't look at tracking, but I got 9 pieces of art from her. It's been a while. And 6 were the cards. And then 3 were the big 5x7s, I guess they are. And of course, they're all amazing. You gone, Zoe? Thanks for stopping. Philosophize. Yeah. You got 2, Ed? You got 2? Awesome. I've seen a couple people say they got stuff in the streams and stuff. I haven't talked. Well, I have. We trade jokes and memes and stuff all the time. Huawei. But I haven't asked him if he got his. I think, hey Angela, I think I do have some cool snakes. I lost one of my snakes last week, and I've just really been sick about it. It was my solid white snake. I think I was with you, Ed, when I got that little baby a couple years ago at one of the Repticon things. And I had to hand feed it at one point. It didn't do well, but it's probably 1.5 years, 2 years old. The only thing I did differently is I give it several of the snakes some frozen thawed, just hatched baby quail. And I got those for my 2 new rat snakes that weren't eating, and they both ate it. But I gave some of the ball pythons instead of their mouse those, and it died, but nothing different, so it may have just been coincidence. There's Sam. You know, if you say Sam's name, you better be ready, because he's going to pop up. Sam, I was saying hadn't asked you if you got your art. Ed got some pieces, and I got 9. You know, you checked that tracking for me, and one of them came. The other one I haven't gotten yet, but I had 9 pieces in there. I've forgotten some of them. And my only snakes, well, besides my fish, you can hear all the racket in the background. I'm in the living room, I guess. No, I have other reptiles, other thingies. I have 3 leopard geckos, and they were all like rescue, not really rescue, like I didn't resuscitate them or something, but 2 came from the local pet store. The girl that used to work there knew that he wanted to get rid of them, and he was just going to get rid of them, and so I got those like several months apart. And then once somebody surrendered to the Ark, and we weren't doing reptiles and little furries, just dogs and cats last year when I got him, so I've got 3 gorgeous leopard geckos. I wish I didn't have them. They're no trouble at all. They eat great, and they're easy to keep up with and keep clean. But I wish I had snakes in that space. Geckos are cool. Did you know they cling to stuff? Yes, I had 2 of the giant crimson. I think that's what they're called. They're green with some red on them. And I had a pair, a male and a female. I had them sex them at the store, and they had them half off, so I always fall for that. But I found out what happened is they weren't getting enough vitamin D. And I'm pretty sure that's what happened because they both passed at the same time. Sounds like I'm having a lot of stuff pass, but you know, you gotta do the right care. But I was giving them the D3 and just the regular D. But I talked to Susie about it and showed them to her, and I just think that's what happened. Metabolic bone disorder. Like a new Conan movie. That would be cool. Have you ever shot a snake from a bow like James Earl Jones did in Conan? Oh, that was so cool. No, but we used to when I was maybe till like 12 or 13, for maybe 5 or 6, we used to shoot squirrels with them, and not a snake. I don't ever remember a snake, but tried rabbits. Of course, we were too small to hunt deer, and these weren't really like professional great big bows. They were bows for kids. They were more than toys, but I've got a couple of squirrels with them before, but never snakes. I've forgotten all about that. No telling where my bow and arrows went to. Alphasiki. Howdy, howdy. Hey, Dixie. You can see you. White lightning. It's not a garden snake. It's called Vietnamese blue. It's a rat snake. And I have a Taiwanese rat, and they're very similar. My Taiwan is about twice this size, and I just gave it a mouse too. It's in there finishing that up. What the hell is that? Oh, it's just a shadow. So it was a rat snake night. I was trying to feed my gopher snake, but it didn't want anything that's in shed or blue, you know, so it wasn't seeing very well. I've had a sling to throw a snake. I don't know. I've never tried it or thought about it. We had slings one summer. When I say we, I had 3 sisters, but I spent the summers at my grandmother's farm. Grandmother and great aunt, they lived about maybe a block apart, but on a farm. You know, with their houses there. It was 57 acres, I think. It was a cave that you had to get on your belly and crawl in and up underwater for a few minutes. And of course, we weren't allowed in there, but we'd take our clothes off and get in so they wouldn't know we'd been in. So we did all kinds of that crazy stuff. Have a raccoon getting in my guppy tanks. I don't know. Well, be careful, Ed. Those things can be vicious if they've got babies. Aggressive. Ribbon snake and ball python when I was a pubic. That's what it says. I've got a bunch of ball pythons. In fact, I just got a new one that I didn't really need, but a guy called Santana Serpents had her. I love to follow him. He's on TikTok and I think YouTube now too, but she's just gorgeous. She's young. She's a juvenile, I think born about 6 months ago. But just a stunning snake. And I said I wasn't going to get any more ball pythons, so that's it. I think there were like 22 or 23 of those guys. She's already eaten the day after she came, and she's laid up resting. Raccoon stole a half a pound of my expensive guppy flakes. Oh, I bet they like that. Most of the bird feeders have rats getting into my pond, and bird feeders and garden, that's no good. If they've got a food source, well, you know that. They'll be proliferative. They'll proliferate. We have squirrels that get in on one of the bird feeders at the Ark, and so we put things for birds and squirrels on there. And then we have one that really is squirrel-proof. But we don't mind the squirrels because, Ed, you've been there, because the windows at the end, not the back windows, but the ones on the end, you know, look out over the tree. It's got a big hole in it, and the squirrels nest in there. And some of them have moved and made a huge nest way up in one of the trees, so they see birds and squirrels all the time. Something for them to watch. I got him that TV, but something's wrong with it. Yeah. Ribbon snakes are cool, but don't you have to feed them lizards? Yeah, I think they're arboreal, and you have to have a bush or something, cool for them to climb around in if they eat lizards. Thanks, Sonny. Sure didn't live in the wetlands in the middle of the apartment complex. I only ever see 3 at a time. Maybe they rotate. Rats are super intelligent. I know you know that too. Where'd he go? I've not been paying attention. Okay, you got down there this damn screen, and the side is hazy. So he went down and under there. That's one of his favorite places. And he had been up here on this. You see all this driftwood from the 60 or so tanks I shut down, rocks and gravel and all kinds of stuff. I've got tons of stuff. But most of those tanks have snakes in them now, those enclosures. Still have 24 tanks. I counted them the other day. And most of those are big. So he has a butt ton of different types of snakes. Oh, Sonny, he did. Yeah, let's see what else. I talked about the ball pythons and a couple of the rat snakes. My coolest snake, I think, the most unique or exotic looking is that green red-tailed rat snake. It's super cool, and I did have to assist, aka force feed it, right after it first came, and then I got it eating the quail, and now it'll take mice, but not live mice, and it's a wild-caught snake. It'll only take previously alive mice, which is kind of weird, but he's really pretty. Raise the bird feeder up higher. I'm going to sit back. There's nothing else to look at in here. He's still out a little bit. Squirrel baffle. Rat snakes are super cool, and they're more intelligent than some of the snakes. I've got some king snakes also. All of those are small. They're babies. I've got a Mexican black king, and she's super, super cool. She's real small. She's doubled in size since I've had her like 4 or 5 months, but she's a baby. And then I've got a really pretty, even smaller than her, a Florida Sunglow, I think it's called, is the morph king snake. And that may be all of my king snakes. King snakes are cool, but they don't play about the biting and stuff. Their bites really hurt. And you can only keep one in an enclosure. Sometimes I like to mix my snakes. Not all of them, but the ball pythons I will sometimes. But they will eat each other. Break the leg, Sam. Is Sam out of here? 2 inside cats, but I don't really. Cats kill more native birds than anything else. Yeah, you're right. I just got 3 new cats for the art. I went to the animal control and got them Ed, and they're really cool. I went to get one that I saw on their Facebook site named Lilith, and she's blue with white white bib and white paws. So I went to get her, and then of course, just like the fish store, the reptile store, I saw several others, but I got a solid black, big black cat named Cuevo. He's 18 pounds, no, 17 something pounds. And then I got a tabby, another great, it kind of reminded me of Nico and Ladybug. And he's 14 pounds. I just got him day before yesterday, and he came down with sniffles and eyes getting runny. So have standing orders at the ARC, so I put him on an oral and antibiotic and eye ointment, and I'll let the doctor know next week. If just let her know, I'll send a text. So, one time I was called in to be a witness against Walmart. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, the Waltons don't fool around. You're right about that. Well, if you ever commit a crime here in, Ed's actually in a different county that I'm in. But if it's a state crime, maybe you'll get Ed. I stepped on baby cat. Oh, I bet. Well, she's probably forgiven you. So, I don't know if he's wanting to come back up there. Or if I'm bothering him. Maybe that works better. Ed, I know a topic that would be great and people would love it. Where the hell is he? There we go. Somewhere over that way. Jeez, Bob. I give up. Photography for fish. I've about scanned the whole place. There. Lord have mercy, that was forever. Well, in that case with the Walmart deal, Walmart fired my manager. Ed, I didn't know that you worked for Walmart. I thought I knew most of your history, the theater and the photography shop, and apparently not. Are you talking to Ed or me or both? Ed's a nut owl too.